So, yes, we have the energy of Libra with us through this moon. There's also a square to Jupiter in Cancer, which can feel like a holding energy. It can feel like our needs, our wants, our safety is kind of being held back, and it's kind of supposed to feel that way. And this is, even though Libra is about balance, this is actually kind of out of the comfort zone of Libra. Libra energy, Libra's need for balance, especially as we go into the season of depth, the season of death and depth on the 22nd of October. So the work that I've been doing with the energy of this moon, and I'm out in nature right now, meditating with the energy, connecting to Mother Earth, and I don't have any answers. I know a lot of horoscopes are about, well, this is how you're going to feel, and this is how it's going to be, and that's not what this moon is about. That's not what this upcoming Scorpio season is about. We're already getting highlights of it now. So it's about going deep into your inner sacred womb. And for women, those who identify as women, this is your time to really sit with your divine feminine energy and go into this work and go into the sacred wisdom of your own mother womb. Whether it's literal, figurative, however you want to identify that. And if you're a masculine listening to this, the wisdom of women is very important right now. The energy of this moon, so Venus rules this moon because Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. So Libra holding the energy of the scales. And with this, Venus is actually in Libra right now, but the moon is at 28 degrees of Libra. I'm not even going to read Sabian symbols anymore because I think they're very outdated. But this energy is at the end of the sign. It's at the end, heading into, and we're not going to say cusp, but heading into Scorpio, which gives us the ability and to really discern before we go into a very silent energy season. And it's imperative. It's hard to even put words into it. I'm going to put this video up raw, but it's hard to put words to it because it's meant to be felt. And as we see in the world, what's going on, I've been trying to get this message. I'm sure we're all kind of getting it in our own way, but since 2020 I've been saying we're in a mother's war, and we're at a critical mass right now. And so it's either wake the F up or choose to be an ostrich, and you will be woken up. Because those who choose to be an ostrich in a world like this right now, I'm personally in the desert. There's sand everywhere, but the desert has a way of waking you up. Nature has a way of waking you up, and when it's Mother Nature, it's a whole other vibe. So this is an important moon because it is reflective. There might be somebody in your life who represents this reflection. And I am going to get political because I am in the United States. And I think one of our biggest reflectors right now is a Gemini that just happens to hold an office. And I am appalled I'm going to talk about this on a new moon video now because I think it's important as a response, because Libra is the partnership moon. There's a reflective tone, there's a relational energy. And for those who protested this weekend, the response of the person who holds this status is to generate an AI video of them taking an ish on American protesters. We need to look at that. This moon is bigger than just, oh my God, you're gonna manifest. I mean, you can manifest, absolutely. Oh my God, new moons are about like new beginnings and manifesting. And oh my God, do you have your like incense and stuff like that? This is bigger than that. And it's hard to put into a, astrology does reflect what we're going through on planet Earth. And I'm speaking as a person who's living in America, because Libra is about social issues. Libra is the law, the lawmaker, the policy. Well, those who sit in the room and write out the policies, or, literally debate the policies. So this is really an imperative time. And this moon takes us into a very deep, reflective season after a really important 2 weeks. I mean, we had an Aries full moon 2 weeks ago. And I don't know about those who are listening, but my life is completely taken a whole other spin to a whole other dimension. And we've watched things unfold in the greater world. We had an important anniversary happen with early October. So it's just very frustrating. And I know other people are feeling the frustration. And the only solution, and I've been meditating on this between this Aries full moon and now, is womb work, which is very silent. It's very deep. It's very confronting. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing on my media as much as I can. I have very limited access to electricity right now, but the womb work that I'm doing, I'm putting myself through the paces of it because this is new for me. This is scary for me to share. It's hard confronting every element of being a sacred woman, a sacred feminine. And it also brings up a lot of anger, a lot of rage, a lot of suppressed patriarchy, internalized patriarchy. I'm leaving a job, you can see it on my social media, that is extremely patriarchal. But I'll get into that more as I go along, if I want to. But the moon is so important. Following the moon cycles is so freaking important. I'm going to be doing a ceremony of gratitude, but also a ceremony of like, what do I do? And right now, the only thing I ever know to go back to is to work with the moon and put out little videos to remind people that the moon is very important for us. This is important work, you guys. Like, this is a really, really hard, pivotal time. And if we don't wake up to the sacred wisdom of the feminine and really understand it, and this is a message to sacred masculines out there, like, there's a whole era of media that was dedicated to really squish women down. And, you know, I grew up like listening to Howard Stern and all that. And when I think back to what was really going on and look at how it affected society now, because Venus is women and this is a Venusian moon, and how like icons like Pamela Anderson like have responded back, and how that has shaped a lot of our minds and generational minds around women's power. It's bigger than just like bra burning or, you know, people rolling their eyes like, oh, this feminist. It's like, no, this is like critical mass. Like, if we as society don't wake up to the fact that that's how bad women were energetically suppressed, it's an energy, and we don't heal that, it's not just about AI. It's about the fact that we're in a mother's war. Truly, like a mother's war. Women can only energetically mimic the masculine for so long until our bodies tell us otherwise, until our bodies burn out, until our bodies, like, you know, a 9 to 5 is set up on a masculine 24-hour seminal schedule, not a 28-day feminine cycle. There's something inherently wrong with that. And I think it does affect the economy, because the economy can only be in its not even like masculine, but like youthful masculine for so long until it backfires on itself. So the solution right now, again, I'm going back to womb work. And I'll share how I am doing womb work. I have a tarot spread that I made. I'm working with the elements. I'm meditating. But I'll kind of share like tidbits that are helping me. Obviously, like I even am broken out, and this is the zone of hormonal zone. So I know that like as I'm doing this work, things are coming out that are coming through or coming up that are really important. And I was led to, like, I haven't even filmed and like led to film right now in my robe and my fucking alphaba sweatshirt. Like, this is a big time. This is a really big time. And it brings up a lot of anger around the men that I grew up around. And I think that a lot of women are feeling that too. Because the men we grew up around really did shape what we know today. I'm not discounting the women. I'm just saying economically, my thoughts are in the economy and capitalism and how that really shaped absolutely everything we know. I have hope. I'm only sharing just a little piece, just a little person doing meditations out in nature and what's come up and what I feel to share. But thank you for listening, and enjoy this new moon and enjoy Scorpio season, where I will be kind of doing this womb work. Where I'll be doing it, I'm not sure. I've been on Substack. I've been trying to find a home online for a really long time, but this is where I'm at today. So have a great I just held this. Have a great new moon in Libra.